The Mathis Memorial Cup goes up for grabs as Red Hot CR travels to the park to take on Havelock Sports Club. Welcome to the Papare. It's Havelock Sports Club hosting CR and FC in what promises to be an exhilarating game here at Havelock Park. Havelock Sports Club, well, they know that another defeat of any sort will no doubt cripple their chances of winning this Mastercard Interclub Rugby League. But for CR and FC, well, they will no doubt want to keep their unblemished record intact as they take on the team above them, just on points difference on the table. The weather looks sublime and it's hot here at Havelock Park. A maximum of 31 and there's no chance that we'll be reaching 24 as a slight wind blows from left to right from your screen, but well, as far as wind goes, it's non-existent. I have Abid alongside me in the commentary box. Abid, well, we are surely in for a thrilling game because it's number 1 taking on number 2.
Top of the table clash, Romario. An encounter that everyone has been waiting for. You might say CR and Kandy was the game that people would be having their eye out for, but this game plays a huge role in who will win that Mastercard Interclub Rugby League. All to play for. Both teams have similar styles of playing, but both of them would be eyeing that victory.
Results from this season, well, Havelock Sports Club will be bitterly disappointed to have fallen short in week 4 against Kandy right here. But well, for CR and FC, it is an unblemished record, Abid.
Well, it was that one chink in the armor, isn't it, Romario? That game against Kandy, but you can't really take that game for granted because that game was the game of the season so far. Just that last-minute try from Dinar Lekanayaka making Havelock Sports Club lose that one. But they'll be absolutely thrilled that they got that losing bonus point at least from that game, which keeps them at second place on the points table. For CR and FC, they'll want to continue their great run so far.
Unbeaten and unblemished reads CR's record. Well, in week 8, we saw the week kickoff at Valisara as Navy Sports Club's horrendous season continues. They are yet to record a victory as they went down 49 points to 22. And yesterday at Ratmalana, well, it was quite close, but the home team somehow managed to hold on to their 29-point score as Sri Lions, they fell to yet another defeat just by 2 points. Also not forgetting that alongside this game is Kandy Sports Club playing Police at Police Park. And last week's results, well, we saw Havelock Sports Club defeat CH2 kickoff that week as CR managed to easily defeat Police in the end, while Kandy Sports Club got over the line in convincing fashion over Yafos, and Navy would have thought they could have defeated Sri Lions, but in the die numbers they fell short again as things aren't getting any better for the Sailors.
But that game against Police for CR and FC, they were in the game, wasn't it? Police were right in there until maybe the 70th minute where CR and FC just ran away with that game. but they wouldn't want that to be the case in this one. They'd want to go all guns blazing right from the start.
Indeed, CRNFC were put under a bit of pressure, but as all good champion teams do, they bounce back and they somehow manage to get the job done.
Well, both these teams have been really giving it their all. We'll have a look at the highlights of how they were practicing. The warm-ups from both teams. I don't think you have to do a lot of warm-up in this weather, Romario, but nonetheless, you need to get those muscles warmed up, get those hamstrings going, those calves going, those shoulders going for the forwards. That's Havelock Sports Club, and that man on your screen has been in red-hot form. Jayathu Rajaratne, 9 tries to his name. He scored in maybe every single game. Haven't watched all of the Heavies games, but the ones that I have, he's maybe scored 1 or even 2. He's been in top form. But then CRNFC leading the table right now, and that pack of forwards that was warming up, they'll be the key if they are to win this one.
Indeed, their forwards will no doubt have to step up, because we have seen Havelock Sports Club putting in some masterclass defensive performances, and one was against Police and even against Kandy. They did hold out until the last minute, but Havelocks will know that they have a game to play, as the Mathis Memorial Cup 2 goes up for grabs. Here's the points table, Abid. CRNFC sitting pretty on top, but level on points with Havelocks, even though the home team here has played 1 game extra.
Havelocks yet to go to the bye. They'll have the bye in the last game of the last week of this first round rather, but they'll end their first round with this. They are sure to make the second round, where they'll take on CRNFC, Kandy, and then that up for grab position, the number 4 position. You have Air Force, Army and CH and Sri Lions as well. But with just 1 game to go, I think I'd fancy Army to get that Air Force rather, to get that 4th position. But for Navy Sports Club, they've been at the bottom of the table, not just this league, but the previous league as well, Romario.
Things have been horrendous for Navy, not in 2024, but from 2023 on, they have been at the foot of the table. As we see the top try scorers, Jayathu Rajaratne, the winger from Havelock Sports Club, sitting pretty on top with 9 tries. But closely behind is Shamika Kaushan from Air Force with 8 tries. Nirosh Perra, he was in number 1 position for quite a few weeks, but he drops to 3rd place and level on 6 tries. And in number 4 is Dina Lekanayaka and Dhanushka Ranjan from Kandy Sports Club.
Tarindra Ratwat sits pretty on top of that top point scorers list. Just the 3 points in the last game. Didn't have a good game off the tee, but he will remain on top. 78 points for him. Samuel Madhuanta and Zubair Dore, both of them will feature in this game. Both of them on the same amount of points, 51. Gayanti Damalgora with 47 points. And then again, Jayathu Rajaratne, the only try scorer who is not a kicker in that list. 45 points to his name, but he has been in red-hot form. Jayathu Rajaratne, he's been blazing that wing 3/4 position and just setting those touch lines ablaze.
We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back on the other side with team news and live action.
Prima kottu me, oh my my, sanat pela manadam, my full life when I'm happening. Real rasa trending, when I go hot and spicy rasa king. Prima kottu me, fun tamai.
Kamuda macang, prima kottu me, fun tamai.
Lagin inna friendship bomai, e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි, ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි. මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි, ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි. ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වෙයි, හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එළි වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
තමයි. ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamu da matang, prima kotumi fantamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි.
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි.
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Prima kotumi fantamai. Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න. Beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න. හදවත බවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න. Fun තුරන්න කොතුමි kick එක වෙන්න. Prima kotumi fantamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamu da matang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Havelock Sports Club is filling up slowly but surely as the teams are lining up, and the team sheets, of course.
CRNFC, loads of changes, but for me it's the bench. 6-2 split on the bench, but Senra Pereira will start at prop forward. Venera Kodagoda will retain his position at hooker, and a new prop forward to partner up Senra Pereira. Adil Mohammed gets a start. Senal Adikaram comes off the bench. Tinet Gamage gets his first start in CRNFC colours. Adisha Veeratunga and Ravin De Silva will continue at the back row, and the big news is that Omarka Gunaratne will play off the back of the scrum. Vidun Amanet comes into the number 9 position, replacing Rushen Bandaranaika. Tenuka Nanakara will continue at 10. Aaron Correa gets a start alongside Randy Silva in the centres. The captain, Gamanu Chetia, playing his 51st cap today, will play in the wing alongside Shemod Mutunayaka, and Zubair Dore will be the place kicker for CRNFC. Replacements then: Jaya Jayavira, Varnakula Surya, Akram, Marasinghe, Anthony, and then the two backs, Rines Silva and Rushen Bandaranayaka. Many changes for CRNFC.
3 changes in fact for Havelock Sports Club. Silva, Fajudeen and Faiz Abdullah, the skipper, in the front rows. Janindu Fernando, he partners up with Udara Lakshan, who comes in as the first change. Shem Mendis, Senal Dilaka and Chatura Dilshan round off the pack for Havelock Sports Club. In the halves, it's Red Hot Rifan combining with Sandesh Jayavikrama, Mushin Falil, Sudesh Jayavikrama in the centres. Navod Chetana, Jayadu Rajratna and Samuel Madhuanta will round off the 15 for Havelock Sports Club. In the subs bench, it's a 5-3 split with Charna Sendanayaka, Christian Delisle, Nisas Jayavira, Malisha Madhumevan, Sachinta Vaidyanath, Kalindu Silva, Stefan Sivaraj and Pereira will round off the match day 23 for Havelock Sports Club.
3 sets of brothers in both teams, Romario, Rines Silva, Randy Silva. And then on Havelocks you have 2 sets of brothers. The Jayavikramas, Sandesh and Sudesh. Chetana Jayaratna gets a Rajaratna rather gets a start, so he'll be playing alongside his brother Jayathu Rajaratna. So lots of brothers playing alongside them. Special moment for them, Romario.
Yes, indeed, as Gihan Yatavara takes charge alongside Ravin Alexander and Tarindu Perra from the touch lines to assist him. Havelock Sports Club getting packed to the rafters as both teams are in all readiness as we kick off this game for the Mathis Memorial Trophy. The first game was contested in 1995 with Havelock's winning 24-18, but CR are the current winners.
Nana Kare kicks us off, and over we go. Dropping it cold straight away. Havelocks, no one put their name on that ball. CR with a chance early on. Amanet barking instructions, getting Adil Mohammed out there. Veeratunga
Get all the way, please.
carries it forward. Now Amanet hits another pot of forwards. Senura Pereira this time.
Release.
Stopped in his tracks by Lakshan. It's there for Amanet. Correa with his first touch, making a start for CRNFC today. Dore to Silva. Has been in red hot form, Randy Silva.
Get back.
His brother will come off the bench in the second half, hopefully. Tinet Kamage gets an early carry. Always likes to feel the first shoulder, the prop forward. Former Royalist. Now space opening up, but Correa bumps past Mushin Falil.
Get back.
No way there. It's a bit messy at the ruck, and the penalty comes their way as well. They were going very laterally, CRNFC, but in the end, their forwards do the work and get themselves the penalty.
First penalty of the game goes the way of the home team, as by the looks of it, the referee said that there was a hand in the ruck by a CR player. Hence, the home team, Havelock Sports Club, receives the penalty. And straight away, coming in for this game off the bench is Samuel Madhuanta, as he thumps the ball into touch.
Just have a look at that from CRNFC. They were a bit lateral, but then as soon as it went to Correa, the forwards just knew that they had an option because there was absolutely no forward around that ruck, Romario.
Indeed, and a good tackle coming in there first by Mushin Falil, and then as the pressure came, there was a hand and it was illegal.
Straight line, straight line.
First line out of the game then. Inside their 22, Havelocks. They opt for a short line out, and they hit Dilshan off it. Barging forward is Fajuddin. Now it goes once again for Janidu Fernando. Still going Janidu Fernando. Very strong ball carrier, this lad. Now Havelocks with their tails up. Gara Lakshan has it again. Rifan searching for it. Wants a few forwards around him. Tilaka comes around on that occasion.
Advantage.
And the arm goes out as well for advantage. Now free play for Havelocks. Fajuddin with another carry. This all started off that huge break from him. Jai Vikrama. The roll of the dice for Rajaratna. Okay, now that's going to be very interesting because that went up in the air. No one put their name on it. Gamanu Chetia and Chetana Rajaratna. But Gihan Yatavara will have a word with his assistant.
Well, a tough call for the referees to make.
Time on.
And the try has been awarded. Is that Chetana Rajaratna or is that Jayathu Rajaratna? Well, in fact, it's Chetana Rajaratna, and he joins his brother on the scoring tallies. As well, in fact, yeah, correct. Yes, that's Chetana Rajaratna. In fact, he was a fullback in the previous game, and he has been moved out as Samuel Madhuanta comes in, and straight away he gets on the score sheet. Havelock Sports Club have used the two brothers as a potent weapon because they have seen that quite a few teams have shorter wingers, as Samuel nails that one from out wide, 7 points early on, and the home team get off to the best possible start.
That replay then just playing with it because they had advantage. Sandesh Jai Vikrama put it up, No one wanted the ball, but then in the end the bounce was very kind for Rajaratna and he just rolled over to put that ball down. But early start for Havelocks. They'd want to capitalize. 7 points up against a very competent CRNFC team.
Quite a good place to be in early on in this game against a red-hot CRNFC team. They are sitting pretty on top of the points table as well. But they go behind on the score sheet with 3 minutes in.
Nana Kara kicks us off again. This time they collected cleanly, do heavies.
I can hear him from out here.
Rifan will hit a pot of forwards to maybe make the angle a bit better for the clearance. He'll box kick his way out. Under it is Dore, steps past the first. Very elusive runner Dore, but no. If you're a CRNFC fan, look away because Jayatu Rajaratna is going under the post for his 10th try in the Mastercard Interclub Rugby League. This man has been in red-hot form, and when you present a chance like that, he's going to take it with both hands. Havelock Sports Club, 2 early tries. CRNFC have only themselves to blame.
Jayadu Rajaratna, that is, as the two brothers go over in as many minutes for Havelock Sports Club. And, CRNFC and their fans will be quite disappointed to see what's happening early on because they are unfolding under pressure. As Samuel Madhuanta, he makes it 2 out of 2.
Early stages in the game, Romario, but just have a look at that. The run from Dore and then the pass. It was floated. It was there for Muthunaika to take, but Rajaratna just snatched it and ran away with it. Might be early stages in the game, Romario, but these are stages in the game and it will come back to haunt CRNFC if they don't look sharp.
Indeed, 2 tries in as many minutes as the two brothers score the 2 Commercial Bank tries for Havelock Sports Club.
The kickoff goes deep this time. Jai Vikrama will hack it into touch. CRNFC will have their first line out. First real attacking opportunity for CRNFC. The thing with this CRNFC team is they're a well-oiled machine. That game against Police really speaks volumes of how well they have their endurance levels up. In the last few minutes they had very good endurance.
Mark it.
And by the looks of it, an early change for Havelock Sports Club. Shehan Silva has been replaced by Charana Sendanayaka as CR wins the line out.
Nana Kara to Correa. With his first carry is Amalka Gunaratna, but being pushed back. They will spin past for Dore. The pass this time is good for Muthunaika. Muthunaika steps into touch. CRNFC with space on their right hand side but opting to go on this short side. Good work from Muthunaika but stepped into touch.
Good hands from CRNFC to send it fast and out wide, but Muthunaika just ran out of space as he tried to get the offload away to Adisha. Let alone one person, there was no room for 2.
Havelocks with another maul. With another line out rather. Lakshan takes it forward. Sendanayaka with his first touch. Was instrumental in that game against Kandy, winning 2 penalties. It could have maybe spun the game for Havies coming in early in this game.
Get back.
Searching for it this time is Rifan. He puts it up. The contest in the air is very good from Rajaratna and they'll have the scrum as well. Those 2 box kicks so far from Rifan have been on point, isn't it, Romario?
Mohammad Rifan has been in good form throughout the season and he's carrying that great form into this game, and his left-footed box kick catching out CRNFC not once but twice. And also news coming in is that Silva is receiving some treatment. Well, I think it's a blood bin as we see that replay there. This time it was Jayadu Rajaratne leaping highest, but the CR winger Chamod Mutunayaka, he was no match for Rajaratne as ball was lost forward. First scrum of the game.
8 minutes gone, we have our first scrum. Right hand side touchline. Good attacking opportunity early on. Sudesh Jayavikrama passes it across the face of the defense for Madhuanta. Now it's there for Fajdeen. But the defense comes up from Senura Pereira. The captain Abdullah to Lakshan. Good work in the ruck from CRNFC, but they continue to have possession. Looking for that tackle, looking for that offload was Chatura Dilshan, but now Heavies with some space. Chetana Rajaratne on that left hand side touchline. Falil hits Senal Dilaka. Instructions from the referee to release, and they go on the short side now. Inside to Sudesh Jayavikrama, who passes in turn to Ravin De Silva. CRNFC have possession now. In the pocket is Zubair Dore. Creative option, to say the least, to go across the field with his kick. But with a back three that has Jayatu Rajaratne, Samuel Madhuanta, you don't want to do that too often. And the penalty goes the way of Havelocks. They've won it. That is exactly what I was talking about, Romario. Maybe not kick cross field when you have a back three like the three that you are facing against.
Indeed, Havelock Sports Club countering from pretty much anywhere off the field as Rajaratne keeping the ball in one hand. He was tackled by two players, but then the tackler did not release. By the looks of it, it was Chamod Mutunayaka again who was the guilty party, who did not release soon enough for the Havelock Sports Club player to place the ball.
If that's a hint of what CRNFC are going to do in this game, they're in for a treat with the back three being able to run, because they're not going to put the ball into touch if that's any cue. Now Fajdeen hits Mendes. All set up, but they're just moving backwards because the push from CRNFC is very good. CRNFC hold them up, and now they dislodge and they go again, but the defense from CRNFC in maul time is very good. Ravin De Silva holding them up on his own.
Get back.
They come away with it for Irfan. Now the captain Abdullah
Tackle!
spins past a couple. Falil, space, Havelocks. No one going to stop Chetana Rajaratne. Space, using it, scoring it. Havelocks are 3 scores up in the span of 11 minutes. They're just running riot, the two brothers here.
Great bit of play there by the Havelock's backline this time. And if we can go back to that replay, we can see the run there by Sudesh Jayavikrama attracted the winger, the fullback coming in, and that bit of space opened up on the outside as Samuel Madhuanta quite unselfishly gave it away, as the Rajaratne brothers are single-handedly put in CR 3 tries behind early on, as Havelock Sports Club scores their 3rd commercial bank try. And well, this time around Samuel Madhuanta, he's unable to convert, but 12 minutes in, 3 commercial bank tries for Havelock Sports Club, and they are 19 points in to the good.
CRNFC haven't found themselves in this position so far in this season. First real test against Havelock. They kick towards the left hand side this time. Under it is Dilshan. Omalka Gunaratne marking him, putting him back on the floor. Sonal Dilaka thought he was caught high for a second, but the referee thinks otherwise. Now then, Rifan setting up to put in another box kick. His box kicks have been on point so far. This one had a bit too much of distance on it. Mutunayaka with the counter. Now CRNFC, Amanet has it for Dore, swings it across for Correa, for Randy Silva rather.
Tackle! Release him!
No space out there for Kamunu Chetia, the captain. Running in on the angle is Kodagora, but well marshalled by Chani the Fernando. Now CRNFC for Adisha Veeratunga, for Mutunayaka. Mutunayaka steps one, steps again, but Senal Dilaka's tackle brings him down. Adisha Veeratunga has been playing on the wing for a couple of seasons now. But CRNFC can't get the ball away. Omalka Gunaratne gets it away this time. Nana Akkara tries to fend, but brought down in a good tackle from Udara Lakshan. Now De Silva. Through the hands they go, and the penalty will come their way. An accidental knock-on, deliberate knock-on rather. So CRNFC have been playing quite well, Romario. They've come into their opposition's 22. They'll want to try and score now. Opportunity presented.
Yes, and this is where that deliberate knock-on came by the try scorer. But before that, we saw Charna Sendanaka put in Senra Pires on his back, Senra Pereira rather, on his back with a massive tackle. As both teams, both sets of players are no doubt here to play. But as of now, 15 minutes in, it's Havelock's Sports Club with 3 commercial bank tries. Managed to convert 2 off the boot of Samuel Madhuanta, as they are sitting pretty with 19 points.
Line out then for CRNFC. No prizes for guessing what they're going to do. They're going to set it up and they're going to rumble. CRNFC have the first shove that puts them through, but Omalka Gunaratne has it. Lakshan comes right through, legally so. And if the ball doesn't come out, it's going to be Javi's ball. It is Javi's ball. Udara Lakshan coming right through, nothing illegal about it. CRNFC set it up really well, but after they did go in front, Lakshan somehow found a way through to get Omalka Gunaratne caught right between his arms.
Senra Pereira there crying out to the assistant for something that he thought it was illegal. But well, the referee saw that that maul was brought down, and he thought it was brought down legally, as Senal Dilaka seems to be getting some attention to his face. This is the replay of that maul won by Adisha, and the maul was set up. They were going at a rate of knots, but well, unclear from where, but Udara Lakshan somehow found himself clamped onto the ball carrier, and he had a look at the referee, and as he did not get any instructions from the referee, he just hung on and hung on for dear life.
Five-meter scrum then. What Havelocks need to do, Romario, from here on is they've got points on their board. They've got 19 points on the board in just 16 minutes. An 80-minute game. And they should play all 80 minutes if they want to win this game. For CRNFC, they need to look sharp now.
Well, CR will no doubt need points, and they will ideally be the team wanting to get the next points if they are to make Havelocks, that are putting any doubt in the minds of the Havelocks players. But straight away from that scrum, broke away did the number 8, and a high tackle, a seatbelt tackle there from Adisha. Well, Chatur Dilshan was falling and Adisha somehow brought him to the floor, but illegally so deemed the referee, as touch is found.
Havelocks now come out of their half towards the 40-meter. Hussein Falil has been around for a long time for Havelock Sports Club. And then you have the young blood of Chaitu Rajaratna. And then this man, Randy Silva, has played for his opposition, Havelocks, now playing for CRNFC, the red shirts. Shem Mendes gets it off the line out. Senra Pereira tries to go through the side, but is told to come through the gate. But this time CRNFC make a mess out of it. Very well defended from CRNFC. They say that the pack of forwards say, if you can do it, Havelocks, we can do it too. And they win the ball right back. They'll have a scrum. Now good chance for CRNFC. They're on the right hand side edge. Very good attacking scrum.
Yes, indeed. Shem Mendes went up and won the line out ball, set up the maul, but from then on, not the cleanest of mauls. And well, CR will be the happy hour of the two teams, as they somehow managed to wriggle through the maul and bring it down legally and win the turnover.
Had a few issues in scrum time. Referee Atawara trying to get his message across that he wants both teams to bind straight.
The manager of Havelock Sports Club, Ruklan Cabral, looking on as Silva has made his way back for Charna Sendanayaka, as the Brad Bean substitution has been reversed.
I call it strike move from here, but Dore drops it cold. Dilaka has it, Dilaka drops it cold. So two knock-ons and we'll have a scrum, is it? Referee puts his hand into the pocket and shows the card to Aaron Correa. He was caught a bit too high, Shenal Dilaka, on that occasion, and Aaron Correa is being showed the yellow card. He'll spend 10 minutes in the bin.
Insult to injury for CRNFC, but that flat ball coming in too flat for the liking of Murshid Dore, as he dropped it. And then Senal Dilaka, well, he'll be quite happy with his team winning that penalty. And to add insult to injury, CR have been reduced to 14 men.
First 20 minutes has all been Havelocks and Havelocks only. As now they take things a bit cool as they slowly walk themselves into another line out. The head coach of CRNFC, Dushant Leuke, Lasanta Di Costa, the assistant coach, looking on as their team is 19 points to nil down. Falil has it, drops it off the back door, runs Johnny Do Fernando. This man has had amazing carries so far in this game. Now front football, puts the dink well enough. Chaitanya Rajaratna has a hat-trick, and 20 minutes in, commercial break try number 4 for Havelock Sports Club. They are just running riot here and there, Romario. It's a treat to watch.
Well, they have surely caught CRNFC napping in this first 20 minutes. And they have romped on to score 24 points, as CRNFC will be bemused by what's happening out here at Havelock Park. Chaitanya Rajaratna scoring his hat-trick of commercial bank tries, as we see that replay again. The dink coming over there by Sandesh Jayavikrama, and Chaitanya bobbled in his hands, but somehow managed to get control and dot it down in the corner for yet another commercial bank try, as the conversion this time too goes astray from the boot of Samuel Madhuanta. But Havelock Sports Club, 21 minutes into the game, are in with a 24 points to nil lead here at Havelock Park.
The game continues to go on like this. We're in for a treat this Mastercard Interclub Rugby League, because next week is going to be a do-or-die game for CRNFC if this scorecard continues. Salih Kumar, the coach, looking on. He'll not want to put a smile on his face too early, even though his team is 24 points up. Irfan collects it. Fajdeen now will take it up.
Get back.
Each time Rifan does that, the back three from CRNFC will know that they'll have the two Rajaratnas chasing them. But very well collected from Chemod Mutunayaka. Former Trinity Chemod Mutunayaka was caught in that COVID break, couldn't play his years for Trinity College. Fajdeen over it illegally, not rolling away.
The referee calling for some assistance. By the looks of it, it's Senra Pereira who has been knocked out cold, and he's trying to get back to his feet, but feeling the effects of that head clash, was it? We will have to wait and see on the replay. But that penalty was conceded at the breakdown for CRNFC, as Silva did not roll away fast enough. Here you can see he makes a tackle and then falls on the wrong side, and that extra second gives the Havelock's player the advantage, as the CR player wasn't able to clean Azmir Fajuddin, but the referee deemed that Silva was on the wrong side, and rightly so.
Get back. Fast kata karan.
Now no prizes for guessing what CR will have to do, because 3 points aren't going to take them anywhere in this game, because they are 24 points down. Havelock Sports Club have scored 4 commercial bank tries. Well, in fact, Mushid Dore says that let's take the 3 points and settle things down.
30 seconds.
Dore, very reliable kicker, second highest point scorer so far this season, tied with Samuel Madhuanta. And he slots it over. So finally some points for CRNFC. They have their first 3. It's 24 points to 3. But they have to start from ground zero, isn't it, Romario? They have to start and collect points. It's an 80-minute game. They'll want to stay in the contest, because they're never, ever to be written off a champion outfit there, aren't they?
Mushid Dore with the 3 points, and no doubt it'll feel good for them to get off the mark. But still, they're trailing by 21 points. 3 converted tries away from Havelock Sports Club. But both teams know that this is an 80-minute game, and they will have to go all out for 80 and not just 20.
Jai Vikrama places his kick very well, because Dore has absolutely no angle. A very acute angle for him to kick from, and he just kicks it out just 5 meters away from him. What a kickoff from Jai Vikrama, very well placed, isn't it?
Mushid had to turn and go back for that collection, and he ran out of real estate there to find an angle, and hence puts it out. But straight away Havelock Sports Club inside their opponent's 22, and with an option to attack.
Last season's captain Fajuddin hits Chatura Dilshan and breaks off the back of that mold. As Azmir Fajuddin, his carry so far has been brilliant. Now they'll work through their forwards. CRNFC defense holding up. but they're still gaining meters.
Get back.
Now Dilshan picks it up again and goes. Asked to roll away. Umalka Gunaratne does well enough. Chanidu Fernandes. Strong ball carrier, that lad. Looked for the pass off the back door, did Mushin Falil. This Havelock's team has really come to play here. They want to win this Matthews Trophy. Faiz Abdullah stopped in his tracks by Gunaratne. Still on the move. Havelocks. To Faiz Abdullah now. Manakar tried to have a shot at that ball. And another try. Another try. Commercial Bank try. Number 5, is it? 26 minutes. 5 Commercial Bank tries. And guess who it is? His surname is Rajaratne.
He extends his lead on the top of the try scoring sheets. As Havelock Sports Club, well, 5 entries into their opponent's 22 and 5 Commercial Bank tries, and you can see Abid, they're using Falil as a distributor in this game rather than his hard running game, and well, hasn't that paid dividends early on? Well, he has set up 2 tries and this is the second of it.
That man has been around for so long, hasn't he? He's been around for a while as Madhuanta. Slots it over. 31 points to 3. CRNFC now have to go right back again and start their surge.
Well,
Number 12 change. Number 12.
Madhuanta too is having a field day, and straight away CRNFC bringing on some reinforcements as Silva makes his way onto the field. Rinesh Silva, that is, comes in for Aaron Correa. Now CRNFC know that they need to get tries, and they need to get these Commercial Bank tries quick and fast.
Nanakara kicks us off once again, as he has 5 times so far this game, including the kickoff. He has had 6 times. He has had that 6 times. Amanet has it on the back foot, CRNFC, but they'll play through Randy Silva. Dore. Still on the move, Dore, but Rajaratne's defense is equally as good as his attack. Bundles Rajaratne, or Dore rather, into touch, and will come back for
In fact, there was no real advantage of that knock-on which came off the restart kick. Hence, the referee, Jan Yatavare, is coming back for that scrum. Adisha made a nuisance out of himself from that restart, and Chatur Deshan lost the ball forward. He's still having a go at the referees. Well, in fact, it's Chatur Dilshan. Here you go. This is a replay. There, you can see he loses it forward as Adisha made a nuisance out of himself, but he wasn't too happy with that.
It's there at the back of the scrum for Gunaratne if he wishes to break. But the scrum advantage comes and the penalty comes as well. CRNFC's first scrum was very good as well. Their second was even better. The third wins them a penalty. Now what do they do, Romario?
Yes, as Senra Pereira, he somehow managed to get the better out of Abdullah Faiz, and he shoved him and destroyed the Havelock's skipper at that scrum. As we see the replay here, you can see there goes Senura with the pressure coming in, and Faiz just turning back inside. And once that pressure came, and once you're back pedaling at the scrum, it's very difficult to get any momentum.
Kodagoda throws into a very important line out in the context of this game. 10 minutes to go to half-time, they set up a maul. But they're only going sideways. And Havi's collapsed the maul illegally. Kodagoda breaks off the back of it. Gunaratna now, strong ball carrier Gunaratna. Former CRNFC captain. Amanet wants his forwards to do the work now. Kodagoda. Dragged back in the tackle by Udara Lakshan. Now they will spin past the short side. Across the face of the defence for Adisha Veeratunga. He's done that many a times for this CRNFC club. Commercial bank try in on the left hand side touchline. First one for CRNFC, and they have to keep on going if they are to catch this Havelock team.
Indeed, they will have to keep on going thick and fast because they have gone so much behind on the score sheet. As we see the replay there, Tenugu Nanakar spotted that Havelock's Sports Club was short on this blind side, and he spun across and threw a long cutout pass to Adisha as he collected and gracefully dived over for the first commercial bank try for CRNFC. And now Murshid Dore will have the task of converting from pretty much a meter or so in from the near touch line.
Dore's kick is not good, but Havelock's will have a bit of deja vu from that because Kandy Sports Club scored in similar fashion, Romario.
Indeed, if anything reminds you of that try that beat Havelock Sports Club, this is it. Tenugu Nanakar spinning around and getting the cutout pass out wide to Adisha as he dived over, and Rajaratna was caught out as he drifted too much in towards the center point.
Chai Vikrama kicks us off again. Nothing doing in their half now. Dore's learnt his lesson and he puts a very good kick into touch. This is better from CRNFC, now playing the territorial game. They've learnt it the hard way.
Not too much of elevation on that kick, but he got it low and it just bounced out and brings play back into the Havelock's half. It'll be Havelock line out ball, but inside their orange zone of the field, and they'll have quite a bit to do because they know that they just need to exit and just play the next 6 minutes or so to half time.
FIMCR contest at that, but the throw is straight from Azmir Fajuddin, hits his captain Faiz Abdullah, puts in an extra role to try and win their team the penalty, but the defense from CRNFC comes up. Now Refine puts it up, well weighted kick, and it bounces kindly for Adisha Veeratunga. They'll play on now. No space. Randy Silva shows. Randy Silva goes. He has Muthunaika who does very well to cut back in. He had to do that, Muthunaika, on that occasion. Now CRNFC need quick ball. They have it for Senura Pereira. Running in on the angle was Veeratunga. Off the back door is Chetia. No space on that side, but when you're Adisha Veeratunga, that doesn't matter. But Gamanu Chetia drops it. The offload from Veeratunga was very good, but Chetia just couldn't hold on to it. He really did have to hold on to it.
The offload was a bit too good for Gamanu Chetia on that occasion as he dropped the ball. But moments ago we saw Omalka running in. Well, in fact, here's Adisha. Steps, beats Senal Dilaka. You don't say that too often. But from there on, you can see Gamanu Chetia just not expecting the pass and just losing it forward. But moments before that, we saw Omalka running in hard at Senal Dilaka, the two Isipatana players. Well, by the looks of it, the decision has changed and scrum is in favor of CRNFC.
Well, he saw Veeratunga asking for it, isn't it? As soon as it happened, he said that there was a Havelock's hand in that passage of play.
Yes, as the scrum is setting up, Charna Sendanayaka makes his way back into the field for Shehan Silva. Comes in with a smile at his opposing prop forwards. And straight away into the thick of the action goes Charna.
It's there for Nana Akara. For Randy. Now for Mutunayaka. Gets a bounce pass. Amanet takes it off. And now Marka Gunaratha, they've used him very often in that middle pod. They're playing a 1-3-3-1 CRNFC. Gunaratna has been their main ball carrier in the middle, but now it's there for Ravin De Silva. Bumps past Rifan. Now CRNFC with their tails up, and they have advantage as well. They need to come back with a score. Amanet thinks of it. Gunaratna off the back door for Nana Akara. Now Rajaratna will intercept it, but this time he won't get the try that he wanted. We'll come back for a penalty advantage, or we come back for a penalty rather. Now CRNFC, 4 minutes to go into half-time. They need a score to stay in this one.
Adish isn't too happy with that pass being picked off. But thankfully for CRNFC, they have an advantage coming in. And that's what the referee is pulling play back for. The third time, if I'm not mistaken, the pass has been picked off. Twice before, Havelock Sports Club made CR pay, but this time around, the home team, they just infringed before that passage of play. As we see the replay here, Ravin De Silva bouncing off Rifan, the former teammates from St. Joseph's College, but then quick ball coming in for the CR forwards. But there you can see the referee's arm going out straight away for the advantage, and here's the maul.
Ball sets up. CRNFC need the score, and they have the score. Commercial bank try for CRNFC, number 2. Now CRNFC smell blood, and they've started to pounce on it. Tinet Gamage comes off with the try in his first start for CRNFC. Came off the bench in that game against Police, but this time comes over and scores the second Commercial bank try. CRNFC now with an opportunity to catch Havelock.
Into double figures go the visitors here at Havelock Park. As this time the CR maul was way too good for Havelock Sports Club. Adish jumped high, collected cleanly, came down, and once that maul was set and Havelocks were going behind at defense time, there was no stopping Tinet Gamage from the tail of the maul. This time around, the conversion goes astray. Murshid Dore, he seems to have left his kicking boots in the lockers. But Tinet Gamage, there's confirmation of his commercial bank try for CRNFC. And they move into double figures.
If you're a CRNFC fan, maybe run over to Longdon Place, find Dore's locker, bring his boots and bring your friends and come down here to CRNFC, to Havelock Sports Club, Havelock Park, if you want your team to try and have a bite at the cherry when they meet Kandy next week. But the clearance again from Dore is very good, and we'll go into half-time. A dominant half-time, a dominant first half rather, from Havelock Sports Club, 31 points to 13. They'll go back into the sheds and they'll be greeted with a smile from Salia Kumara Romario.
Well, they will be wondering how CRNFC just capitulated in the first 15 to 20 minutes of this game. But 5 tries coming in for Havelock Sports Club with 3 converted. And for the visitors, it's 2 tries and a single conversion. Well, in fact, a single penalty. As the score reads 31 points to 13 in favor of the home team here at Havelock Park.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime. The stage is set, the players are prepared and the SA20 is here. South Africa's premier T20 Cricket League. Live on the Papare TV, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Prima Kotumi, oh my, sanat pela manadam, made for life, phenomenal happening. We are rusty trending, when we go hot and spicy, that's a king. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. Beat the remake Karanga Winna. Havelock Bawala Yana, give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana, Kotumi Kiki Koyana. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. Beat the remake Karanga Winna. Havelock Bawala Yana, give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana, Kotumi Kiki Koyana. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Laging mainna friendship bomai e friendship ekathawa suba vennai
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Fantamai. Laging mainna friendship bomai e friendship ekathawa suba vennai
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Matanya muda machang, 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 Kamuda machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Laging mainna friendship bomai e friendship ekathawa suba vennai
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Prima Kotumi, oh my, sanat pela manadam, made for life, phenomenal happening. We are rusty trending, when we go hot and spicy, that's a king. Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Matanya muda machang, 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 Kamuda machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai. Kamuda machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and thepapare.com.
Prima Kutumi, oh my, Sandatala Manadam, made full life, become happening. They are rusty trending, very hot and spicy, that's a king. Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun by Rugby Karanga. Beat a remake Karanga Winna. Havelock Bawala and give me a fashion Karanga. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Koreana. Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Mama Gajaman.
If you're tuning into ThePapare.com right now, where have you been? Because we've had a stunning first half. Havelock's just running away with it in the first half. 31 points to 13 against the defending champion CRNFC. But it's all to play for in the second half, with CRNFC bringing up a score in the last stages of the first half. The first try then was Chetana Rajaratna. If you hear that name Rajaratna many a times, it's because the brothers have been just going bonkers here today. They've scored 5 tries, Chetana and Jayatu. This one from Jayatu Rajaratna, just picking it up and running off with it. CRNFC, no one was there to take him down. The second commercial bank try, that one for Havelocks. As Samuel Madhuwanta had to convert 5 tries, he did so thrice. And then this one, I love that one. That was my favorite of the lot. Good stuff from the forwards. And then the backdoor pass from Mushin Falil. And this, the bounce of the ball was very kind for Rajaratna once again. And he got that commercial bank try. And then the first points for CRNFC. A lot of those are necessary if they are to win this, from Dore and from their team. And then again, it was just way too easy, isn't it, Romario, for Rajaratna touching down for their 5th commercial bank try.
Well, in the 9 embers, CRNFC struck through Adisha. But that was that, as CR Sama managed to try in the 9 embers of a mall as well. 2 commercial bank tries for CR. 5 commercial bank tries for Havelock Sports Club, and the home team is pretty much running away with the game here at Havelock Park. And well, the CR players, they were no doubt caught out in the first 15 minutes as they conceded 4 tries, and then from then on CR just could not catch up. But now the second 40 minutes in this game, and how crucial will this 40 minutes be? If CR are to make anything out of this, they will no doubt have to score a bag of points, and in turn make sure that Havelocks doesn't score too many.
Now then, thrilling second half to come. Jai Vikrama kicks us off. The chase is very good, but Dore is even better. Now there's space. Rines Silva, he's done this many a times for his school off the touchline, but he's taken into touch. The chase from Rajaratna was very good, and then after that, Silva just going out of space.
Well, by the looks of it, I thought Silva just managed to get away, but Rajaratna, he stepped on the accelerator and somehow managed to catch up to Silva. You don't say that too often. Here you go, he was beaten there, Rajaratna. And then Dore got this pass away. There you can see Rajaratna somehow manages to step on the gas and get his man.
Havelocks now off the line out, work a set move, and a set move that will take them to the opposite side of the field, where CRNFC will have a throw into the line out.
Just a bit too flat, the Havelock attackers, as Mushin, in his newfound role as distributor, playing it quite well, setting up 2 tries in that first half. But this time around, the pass just not going to hand.
That man holds the key for Havelocks to give them a quick ball if they are to win this one and to close this game out. Nana Kara. He is found in a tackle is Senura Pereira that he was lifted off, but Adhikaram didn't want it. CRNFC didn't want it. Havelocks have the scrum. This is not good from CRNFC.
Well, we can see the Havelocks players, Janidu Fernando, in fact, just checking on Senura after that massive tackle. But the Havelocks pack have had his number throughout this 40 minutes. And usually Senura is a potent attacker, and when he comes running, usually he breaks defenses. But today, unfortunately, he has not been at his best. And we can see Janidu Fernando, they are just having a word with him after that massive tackle, massive collision in fact. But well, to his credit, Senura Pereira, he's back on his feet and going back into the thick of the action, into that scrum.
But right off that mistake from Adhikaram, I saw a lot of players just pointing fingers at each other from CRNFC. This is very unlike the CRNFC we know. We know CRNFC to be a very cohesive unit, a team that just works together to try and get themselves over that line. They've just left that back at London Place when they've travelled across the road to Havelocks. Havelocks have a scrum. Gunaratne is calling for someone to come running at him, but they break past on that right-hand side. Rajaratne steps. Rajaratne goes. Another commercial bank try. This is just getting way too easy. Rajaratne has a hat-trick. Both brothers have a hat-trick. This is all Havelocks day. CRNFC just have themselves to blame.
What pace there from Rajaratne. A lovely 8-9-11, 8-9-14 move rather, and well, Chamod Muthunayaka, he was caught out as Rajaratne just stepped on the accelerator, put on the afterburners, and there was no stopping him. Thenukanana to coming in from across to make that cover tackle, but just too much of speed does Rajaratne pack as he went over for the 6th commercial bank try of this game for Havelock Sports Club. And I get confirmation that the two brothers, they have a hat-trick apiece as the conversion 2 is successful for Havelock Sports Club. Make that 38 points to 13 as the holders, well, they have been left in the dust.
Let's do the maths now, Romario. 25 points behind. That is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 converted tries if Havelocks are to win this, if CR are to win this rather.
Well, that seems to be a long way out, but the way this game has gone, nothing seems to be impossible.
Now they win it. Omar Gunaratne, very strong ball carrier, is very eager to get his team over this line. He's done it many a times for the Red Shirts. Former captain, former Isipatana captain, former Sri Lanka captain. And the take is very good from Mohammad Rifan, but he calls for the mark and referee Atavara thinks otherwise. Let's just see what the call is, but Chetia wants to take it quickly and they play with advantage. Chetia still on the move. Gamanu Chetia, the captain, takes his team very close to the line. They need a score here, CRNFC, and they have space. Nana Kara steps, Nana Kara goes. Another commercial bank try for CRNFC, and referee Atavara doesn't look too happy. Puts his hand into the pocket, never a good sign. And changes his mind, is it? But Romario, going back to that mark, didn't he ask for the mark? Referee Atavara letting it go, and that's how CRNFC got that try.
Well, I think the ball needs to be collected clearly on one go before you can call for the mark. But it'll be interesting to see. This was from where CRNFC struck. Tenugunanakara spotting the space, shows, and just managed to get over the line for their third commercial bank try. But it'll be interesting to see what sort of a replay we have on that mark, whether he caught that cleanly or whether he bubbled, the ball bubbled in his hands, because the law states that you need to catch the ball on one go before calling for the mark.
Rifan did very well in my opinion, but nonetheless CRNFC come off with the score. Havelock scored once in this half, CRNFC score back. We're already 3 minutes into this second half and we already have 2 scores from either side. 1 apiece. But at the next breakdown, if our production crew can maybe give us a replay of that mark taken from Rifan, we'd know exactly how that happened. But Havies make the mistake and we go right back to maybe the center if they take the decision, and they do. So we go back to the center. CRNFC have a very good attacking opportunity off this center scrum.
Not the best of restart kicks there. But well, now it's just an 18-point game as CR's try and somehow managed to pull things back. They have pretty much all of this second half left. We are just 4 minutes into it, 5 minutes into it rather.
Well, if Havelocks can score 31 in the first half, CRNFC would know that they can too. As Amanet feeds it into this scrum at the center of the field. He has it for Dore. Short ball to Nanakara. Now Marasinghe coming in from the bench, first touch. This man has scored a bucket load of tries this season so far. Across the face for Ravin De Silva. Had Rinesh on his outside, maybe should have given the pass out. Now it's there for Kodagoda, who got a huge hit from Omarka Gunaratne on the clear, but they'll still continue rumbling. Randy Silva. Kodagoda making his way up onto his feet once again. They're playing with advantage and they'll go back for the advantage. So loads of players scattered around on the field, on the floor, and the time has been stopped. CRNFC will want to get points now.
Senra Pereira, he got hit without the ball in his hands. Here you can see on this replay the number 23, that's Sudesh Jayavikrama coming in and smashing Senra Pereira, and seemed to be on the floor, clutching onto his knee. Well, moments ago we did see Mushin Falil as well, clutching onto his heavily strapped left knee. Plenty of penalty options for CRNFC, and Gamunu Chetia consulting Murshid Dore before picking the penalty from closest to the touchline. And just behind that we can see Mushin Falil too getting a bit more strapping on that heavily strapped left knee.
Good touch finder from Dore. Sia would want to stick to what they know best, and that is use their forwards. The forwards, their service has been immaculate this season, and today they need a performance better than any other day. They hit Veeratunga. They set it up. Havelocks put in the initial shove, which is very good. Amanet is asked to use the ball, which he does. Comes out for Randy, who comes in on the angle. But Dilaka lost charge of that ball when he was there. Marasinghe breaks. Marasinghe barging his way over, gets the offload to Silva, who drops it.
Massive tackle coming in there on Rinesh Silva by skipper Abdullah Faiz. And I think that's what made that try-saving effort there by the skipper from Havelock Sports Club. He just knocked Rinesh Silva out of his skin there. You can see he's still feeling the after effects of that. Here you go. Navin Marasinghe gets the offload away, the chicken wing offload. But there goes Bufa. Rinesh Silva was knocked off his feet.
That run from Navin Marasinghe, fended past a couple, smashed into another, got his team really close. These are the opportunities that Sia need to capitalize on. But you can't take anything away from that defensive effort from the captain. Madhuwanta will clear his lines and will clear his lines absolutely immaculately. He's taken his team from their own try line to the opposition 40. This lad, hailing from St. Anthony's College, back in his school days, had a huge boot on him, and he still has that huge boot on him.
Massive kick there coming in by Samuel Madhuwanta. We all know what he's capable of. And well, CR forwards backtracking into their half. There you go, the replay. He had the angle, somehow managed to put a massive kick as it bounced into touch. And from geographically, the closest other club to Havelock Sports Club is Police Park. And the Police are trailing 34 points, is it? 31 points to nil against Kandy Sports Club. Free kick come in the way of Havelock Sports Club.
Fernando takes the quick tap. Tried to come up early, did the CR defender. But they're brought down. Now Rifan. For Falil. For Madhuwanta, who is met in a huge tackle from Kamunu Chetia. Efforts like that is what's going to win them the game. Now it's there for Sendanayaka. Brother to brother, and met with a huge tackle from Veeratunga and Nanakara. Tag team on that occasion, but Umar Gunaratne just smashes in on Azmir Fajuddin. Falil shows and tries to gain in steam a couple of meters. It's there once again for Sendanayaka, who bumps past Gunaratne's tackle and Adhikaram's tackle as well. Running quite laterally now, Havelocks, but Fernando gets them some headway. From Sandesh Jaivikrama to a pod of forwards that was standing very flat. Now it's there for Jaivikrama. Madhuwanta for Rajaratne. Step goes past Silva, gets the offload in for Madhuwanta. Madhuwanta is going, Madhuwanta is called back. He'll do all he can to try to get himself to the line, but he's called back.
Well, I think this call is incorrect here by the referees, unfortunately. The ball was thrown backwards and it knocked the supporting player's hand and continued to travel back. Did not go forward there from where we are looking, because this is right in front of us in the commentary box. Here you can see Rajaratne beats Silva. You don't see that too often. But now he gets the offload away. And that goes, there you go. The ball continued to travel back. And you can clearly see Samuel Madhuwanta. He comes from behind and collects a ball from behind the player, who the ball just went off his hand and it continued to go backwards. Well, unlucky there for Havelock Sports Club, as Another attack is nipped in the bud.
The crowd getting into the action as well now. Everyone at the edge of the seats here at Havelock Park. We're in for a thriller. Silva will take it forward. Always loves to feel that first shoulder of the scrum, Randy Silva. Over that ball, Havelocks, but loses his footing. Does Abdullah. Now they need to clear and put pressure. Amanet puts in the box. Silva's after it. Rajaratna safe as a house. To Madhuanta, who double thinks, and we put it across field into touch. CRNFC in prime real estate now.
Mushin Falil not too happy with the decision making there by Samuel Madhuanta. Should have just thumped it upfield, mate. That's what Madhuanta was told by Mushin Falil. But the fullback had other ideas. Just lacking a bit of execution there on that occasion.
Rinesh Silva on your screen there. Former Sipatana vice captain. Knows his way to the line, was the highest try scorer a couple of seasons back in the schools rugby league. As Kodagoda throws into the line out. Does very well, does Veeratunga to collect that. And now new man in for CRNFC, Dilshan Jaya. Bumping past that man. The CRNFC prop for Chetia. Dore is manhandled down into onto the ground by Sudesh Jayavikrama. Havelock's defense is up to the task. Their line speed has been very good so far in this game. Rajanath thought of shooting up, but Randy Silva will go. He has been very, very good so far in this game, and he scores a commercial bank try for his team when they need it the most. Players like Randy Silva are the ones that need to put their hand up if CRNFC are going to come any close to this very, very good, very, very well-oiled Havelock team.
Good bit of attacking play there. Naveen Marasinghe was the decoy runner. Then Murshid Zubair attracted two defenders and dropped that ball short to Randy Silva. Stepped in and there was no stopping him going under the post. Well, in fact, beside the left-hand side upright. For yet another commercial bank try. Conversion successful by Murshid Dore. The score moves up to 27 points to 38, and boy oh boy have we got a game on our hands here at Havelock Park.
We spoke about how many tries they need, Romario. They needed 4 tries around 10 minutes ago. Now they need just 2 tries to get within touching distance or maybe even go past Havelocks. That is why you can't write off a team like CRNFC. They know how to win games.
Champion teams surely know how to get the job done. Malisha Madhumevan making his way onto the field. Shem Mendis and Senal Dilaka both have been subbed out. The two flankers been replaced by Malisha Madhumevan and Sachintana Vaidyanath. Reinforcements coming in for Havelock Sports Club. And well, Randy Silva makes a hash out of that collection. Beg your pardon, Rinesh Silva that was. He had the option of letting it go, but he thought better off. On first viewing, the kick seemed to have had too much on it, and in fact it did. If he had let it go, it would have bounced on that touchline, but well, it doesn't seem to be going his way, Silva.
Teams are the most vulnerable after they've scored. As CRNFC give Havelock's another opportunity. They pick and go. Marisinger can't stop him on the first go. As they go to Sendanayaka. The advantage comes out. Falil, the distributor once again to Sandesh Jaivikrama. Now Vaidyanatha was the match winner for them against Army. Can he get himself over? No, he can't. And the arm goes out again for an advantage. They go, and the thumbs up from Ravin De Silva says it all. Commercial Bank try number 7 for Havelocks. They hit back right away, and now CRNFC have to score thrice if they are to catch Havelocks.
Straight away, Havelock Sports Club from that error from Rinesh Silva. They hit back. By the looks of it, Sachintana Vaidyanath, he did go over, but he somehow wriggled his way back and placed it. And from the far side, you can see the AR's thumbs up going up. Not too sure who scored the try there. By the looks of it, it was Rajaratna who did. The conversion goes astray, but Havelock Sports Club still scoring at quite a rapid pace here. Now CRNFC, their uphill task just gets more steeper.
They were 11 points behind, now they're 16 points behind. The take is good from the new reinforcement, Madhumeran, former Royalist, Rugby winner as well. And the box is there, fielding under it is Mutunayaka. Nana Kara will back it across field, but it's there for Rajaratna. Chetana Rajaratna now. Inside, outside of Rinesh Silva. Runs into Kamunu Chetia. The two Rajaratna brothers have had a field day today, with Sendanayaka stopped in his tracks by Adhikaran. Gunaratna tried to run his way in and make the tackle.
A bit too eager, you could say there. Omaka Gunaratna shooting out, but too early, says the referee, as he goes back for that advantage. And the penalty has been awarded to Havelock Sports Club.
I take the three from here, and Havelocks do this. Think the same, and they will do the same. This kick will take them 19 points ahead. And that means CRNFC need 2 converted tries and 1 try.
Not only the extension of their lead, Abid, but also the time they take to kick this over. Madhuanta is quite experienced. He will take all the allotted time.
Madhuanta's kick is struck well, and struck well enough to get the assistant judge referees to put their flags up. Havelocks now 46 points scored so far. Who would have thought that this would have been a high scoring encounter? When I walked into Havelock Park today, I expected it to be a very close one.
Indeed. Speaking to everyone, they said that, well, it'll be a close game with a few points in it, but no one would have thought this much of points.
"20 minutes to go on our clock."
73 points, in fact, Abid.
Scored so far in this game, Romario. Damn. Who would have thought? But Adhikaram steals it. Scored last week against Police. Will want to score some more for his team. Viratunga. Sri Lanka national cap, Sri Lanka flanker. and it's played off the ground. Amanet takes it. Amanet will take it and go. It's there for Kodagoda. Chanidu Fernando tries to bring him down, but not before Kodagoda makes a lot of meters. Now Marasinghe expecting to barge himself closer towards the line, which is what he's going to do. Now he needs support, and CRNFC need quick ball. Amanet to Randy, to Rinesh, his brother. But the defense across from Mushin Falil was very good. Shehan Silva. Senura Pereira rather. CRNFC to Nana Kara floats it across the face of the defense for Mutunayaka, who gets the offload to Adisha, who drops it forward. CRNFC would be kicking themselves. They would have wanted to score off that if they wanted to win this game.
Well, off that quick tap, we can hear the referee say that Rifan was 10 meters and then he shot out and tackled the scrum half who took the quick tap for CRNFC, and after going from one side to the other, just overloaded on the left hand side was CRNFC, and well, one too many passers here, you can say, as Mutunayaka got hammered from behind by Chatura Dilshan as he was getting that offload away, and just had a bit too much of power on it as Adish dropped it cold.
Let's just take a step back to just read this game, Romario. Havelocks have really come to play, haven't they? 46 points up. They really want this Mastercard Interclub Rugby League. The last time they won it was back in 2012, Romario. Haven't been in the thick of things, haven't been able to win it. Very close, but no cigar for a few years. Lost to Kandy in the finals many a times, but now they sniff a chance.
Indeed, they did have a good chance against Kandy Sports Club as well, but that day in the second half there were no points scored by Havelock Sports Club rather, at Havelock Park. But this time around they don't repeat the mistake against the holders themselves, as they somehow managed to score a bag in the first half, and they have gone on for 3 more in the second half, 3 more tries in fact.
Now the race is against the clock for Havelocks. Now they need to be smart, kick the ball into touch, take those threes, waste time on the clock. But it's there for Rinesh now, who looks to get past Rajaratna's tackle, not before he makes a few meters and is brought down to ground. Adil Mohammed on that occasion. Kodagoda. Manhandled by Vaidyanatha, held up, and the ball is stolen from Havelocks. Udara Lakshan. And they'll clear it. The spiral kick goes across the face of Havelock Park and into the hands of Rinesh Silva. Now they'll attack. Marasinghe, chop tackle from Sudesh Jayavikrama. Stops his school time rival, now in Marasinghe. Now the Heavies defense are just shooting up. Ravin De Silva for CRNFC. And he steals it, does Chatura Dilshan. And they steal it again, do CRNFC. Everyone just really wants to get this game in the bag, as Rinesh Silva, the youngster, gets it to Ravin De Silva. Has been pumping his legs right throughout this game. Adil Mohammed to the captain, Kamru Chetia. Right hand side touchline, no problem. Commercial Bank try time for CRNFC. 32 points now. This game is just getting interesting by the minute.
Points galore here at Havelock Park. Gamnu Chetia, the skipper from CRNFC, he gets his Commercial Bank try. Well, I thought when the prop forward did not throw the pass there, the chance had gone begging. But well, as all good prop forwards have a bit of skill. So did Tanuj Jaya on that occasion. And he threw that cut-out pass to his skipper Gamnu Chetia as he dived over on the near touch line. And now Murshid Dore. He will be quite eager. 15 seconds, say the referee. On the 10-second mark, the conversion is unsuccessful. Havelock's Sports Club still leading, and leading by 14 points. 67 minutes into the game. There has been 78 points scored here at Havelock Park.
Generally expect a top of the table clash to be a close one, and this one is slowly but surely getting to that. Changes Golo now. Reinforcements Christian Delisle brought in for Dara Lakshan, who has had a stunning game so far this season, or this game rather.
In fact, Khalidou Silva is also replacing Mohammad Rifan. So Havelock's Sports Club clearing their bench.
The kick finds Veeratunga. Lots of pressure from Havelocks at the ruck, and it's a knock-on. They took way too long to take that ball out of the ruck. We do nominate on that occasion, but the pressure from Havelocks at ruck time, brilliant.
Brilliant indeed. Havelock Sports Club not taking the foot off the pedal as they continue to apply pressure. Stefan Sivaraj is another player who has come on as we see the replay there. The high kick collected by Veeratunga. Sivaraj making the tackle along with Vaidyanatha. And from then on, Vaidyanatha making a nuisance out of himself at that breakdown. And somewhere inside that ruck, there was a knock-on, and the referee deemed so.
Former Josephian Vaidyanatha was crucial in that win against Army. As now Colombo has it at the back for Sivaraj with his first touch. Good set move from Havelocks as they go to Johnny De Fernando. Oh, Johnny De Fernando, this man has been pumping his legs right throughout this game. Colombo has quick ball for Sendanayaka. Havelocks don't want to slow this game up any bit. They just want tries and tries and tries. Sia desperately defending, and the penalty will definitely go their way. When Rakoda couldn't get hold of that man, no arms in that tackle, Romario.
Johnny De Fernando making a massive hit there and gaining in quite a few meters following contact. And as CRNFC were being pushed back, a penalty come in the way of Havelock Sports Club as Rushen Bandaranayaka makes his way in for Viduna Amaneth.
I disagree with the option, Romario, to take the scrum, maybe take the 3, but Havelocks probably know better. If they score this, they'll make me look like a fool for saying that, but here we go. Havelocks with the scrum. Off the back of it breaks Johnny De Fernando. Strong ball carrier, Fernando. Madhumewan takes it forward. Vaidyanatha has a bite at the cherry as well. Last year's captain, CRNFC, Soiru Anthony, has made his way into the field and has made an impact straight away off that ruck. But it's there for Kalindu. It's there for Sivaraj, who floats the ball across the face of the CRNFC defence. And all they can do is watch Chetana Rajaratna go over for a commercial bank try. His fourth of the day.
Is it questions being asked? Well, Ihan Yatavara says pass okay as he goes and confirms the commercial bank try for Havelock Sports Club as they hit CRNFC for 50 points here at Havelock Park. Commercial bank try number 9 as well. We have now lost count of which Rajaratna has scored how many tries.
The impact from Sivaraj off the bench to float that ball across to Rajaratna, and the kick is perfect, on point from Madhuanta. This man has been on fire so far today. They've scored a bucket load of tries and he's kicked a bucket load of conversions. But have a look at that from Sivaraj. Had Tenukanana Kara running at him, didn't care one bit, Romario.
There was no way that that pass was going forward because Sivaraj, he was pretty much stopped in his tracks after getting that pass away, and well, he got it laterally or behind and legally.
Even though I said take the 3, Havelocks have instead taken the 7. Now Kalindu for Chai Vikrama, who bounces off Randy Silva, his opposite number. Madhuanta for Kalindu again. Sivaraj will act as the scrum off, ball goes loose, and we'll come back because there are many bodies scattered around the ground.
Naveen Marasinghe.
intention එක ඇවිල්ලා මෙයාගේ ඒ කියන්නේ foul play incentive නැත්නම් full pass කරලා නෑ මේක shoulder charge එකක් විදිහට තමයි
Well, he's lucky to be walking away there, Naveen Marasinghe. The referee said that his intention was clearly to hurt his opponent, and there was quite a bit of foul play involved, but I'm not too sure what Gamunu Chetia said to change the referee's mind, but whatever he said sure did change his mind there, and he awarded Havelocks with a penalty only.
Havelocks taking their time to the line out, and why not? They lead by 21 now. Fajuddin prepares to throw into a 4-man line out. It goes over the head of the jumper, and it is crooked as well.
Abdullah Faiz and Azmir Fajuddin both trying to convince the referee that that straight was the throw was straight. And now a scrum going the way of Havelocks, beg your pardon, going the way of CR and FC. CR in fact picking the option as Rajaratna, Chetana Rajaratna has been replaced. Quite a few high fives from his teammates and coaching staff. Now Bandaranayake. Kalindu Silva with his arm around Bandaranayake. The two scrum halves getting to know each other.
They'll break. Ravin De Silva took a second too long. And Bandaranayake will take it forward. And Havelocks will give the penalty.
Malisha Madhumewanda penalised for detaching too early from the scrum. As the ball was still inside, he had made his way out. A good touch find from Murshid Dore.
CRNFC forwards just walking into this line out. If I were them, I would just run into the line out because you're 21 points behind. You need 3 scores in 8 minutes. Christian Bilal on your screen, former Permian captain. A lot of jumping from Ravin De Silva, but in the end they hit the jumper that they've been hitting most of the time. Adisha Viratunga. Sivaraj comes away with it. Trying to hold him up is the CRNFC defense. Kalindu now for Vaidyanatha. Has made an impact from the bench. Jai Vikrama to Jai Vikrama. And over it is Viratunga and asked to release it. Now for Abdullah, the captain. No one wants it. And the penalty force goes CRNFC's way.
Quite technical there by Gihan Yatavara. But well, that's that. Penalty goes the way of CRNFC and now quick tap taken.
Chetia, goose steps his way past a lot of forwards. Gamunu Chetia scored one. Will he score another? He will score another. Commercial bank try. Number 2 for Gamunu Chetia. One of those players from CRNFC who has really put his hand up, and why not? He is the captain. He's showed the way for his team, Romario.
Well, quick tap was taken by Murshid Dore. Spotted the opportunity, got that pass away to Gamunu Chetia. Goose step comes on here, and well, he saw 2 forwards and Stefan Sivraj in front of him, and he knew that he has all the pace to burn and beat them. Jadu Rajaratne made a valiant effort to come from behind and try to dislodge the ball with that tackle. But Gamunu Chetia, he did quite well to secure position and dive over. Conversion isn't successful as the score remains 32 points.
Havelocks are running back to the middle. Why are they running back, Romario? I really don't know.
Beg your pardon, 37 points. Indeed, and Havelocks are playing with the 2 fly halves on field. A dual playmaker role has been selected by Salia Kumar and co for Havelocks in this last few minutes. As all 3 CRNFC players just look at each other and let that ball bounce into touch.
Smart from Havelocks. Running the clock down. Just look at that clock just going second by second. These are valuable seconds for CRNFC if they are to make a game out of this. Oh, but now the win, I think, is probably out of reach, Romario. I think at least the losing bonus point.
Well, they surely have the 4-try bonus point secured.
Trying to dig for it is Bandaranayake, one of those young players in CRNFC, fresh out of the school's rugby season. Now Dore for Veeratunga, but very good defense from Harusha Pereira. Started the last game, coming off the bench and make an impact now. They need to speed things up now, CRNFC. Kodagoda has it. Dore running the short line again is Randy Silva now. Randy Silva has a player on his inside shoulder. Swings the pass out to Mutunaika. Mutunaika for the line. Mutunaika scores. Commercial bank try for CRNFC. Mutunaika will run back with that ball and ask Dore to kick it as fast as possible, because now CRNFC maybe have a chance to come back in this game.
Well, some lovely bit of play there by Silva. Great supportive line there by Samita Varnakulasuriya as well, as he spotted that the outside line was not on and he came back inside. And Mutunayaka, he was tasked with finishing that try, and he did in expert fashion. Now Silva has assumed kicking duties, but the outcome is pretty much the same. And that's that.
And that's it. CRNFC have been hammered here at Havelock Park. Havelocks have come to play, and they have come to play all right. They win this one. 53 points on the board scored by Havelocks. Who would have thought that this game would have so much of points? And in the end, it's Havelocks and Havelocks only. Candy Sports Club across the road at Police Park would be licking their lips now, because they know that now they are the only unbeaten team going into the last week of the first round, Romario.
And well, they'll be taking on a wounded CRNFC outfit. They have been dispatched here at Havelock Park. No one would have seen this coming, as the home team, they run away with this game. Malisha Madhumevan going and receiving the blessings of his former coach. But what a game here at Havelock Park. The home team has absolutely made easy work out of CRNFC. The holders, the defending champions, they are beaten, and they are beaten handsomely here at Havelock Park. All smiles for the Havelock Sports Club players. Senal Silva, Sachintana Vaidyanatha, Charna Sendanayaka having a moment there with Ravi Indi Silva. And well, with all of that happening in the middle, we sure did forget the Papare player of the match as well. But here's a full-time score confirmation. 53 points to 42. Havelocks Sports Club hit CRNFC for a half century. And of course, the Papare player of the match goes to Jayathu Rajaratna. An honorable mention to his brother Chetan Rajaratna as well, as both of them made easy work of this Havelocks, of this CRNFC defense. As the fans rush onto the field. Here are the highlights from the second half. Started off with a try from Jayathu Rajaratna. Ran around the CR defense, which was pretty much non-existent. And then the conversion was kicked over by Samuel Madhuanta. Straight away though, CRNFC struck back through Tenukanana Kara, as all the players were wondering why the mark wasn't given. We too were wondering. But then Silva beat a couple and he stepped through for a try for CRNFC in the second half. This time around, Murshid Dore added the conversion with relative ease. Few moments later, it was Havelocks scoring through a bundle of bodies there. And when Havelock scored this try as beg your pardon, that was yet another penalty for Samuel Madhuwanta. But Jaya was that, setting up that try for Gamunu Chethiya, his first try of the half. And then a lovely pass there by Sivraj to one of the two Rajaratnas. There were plenty of tries in this game, Abid. And in fact, there were 8 tries to Havelocks and 7 to CRNFC. This was Gamunu Chethiya's second Commercial Bank try of the second half. He did really well to beat a couple of on-rushing defenders. Warnakula Surya got the ball away to Chamod as he scored the last try, which wasn't converted. Here's the key stats: 53 points to 42. Abid.
The amount of tries scored in this game, many tries by both teams, but in the end it was Havelocks that came on top. Last season they saw themselves losing this one 25 points to 10, but this time they won it 53 points to 42. Rajaratna will claim the Player of the Match award.
Convincing win by Havelocks Sports Club in what was pretty much a firecracker of a game. Well, the action heats up as it's CRNFC hosting Candy Sports Club at London Place next week. And well, that will be the game to watch out for, as of course CH kick off the week against Police, beg your pardon, Navy, and Army host Air Force, and Sri Lions will travel to Police Park to take on Police, who have been defeated today as well. So their season continues to go from bad to worse. But well, the fixture of week 9 is undoubtedly the defending champions taking on their rivals from Hill Country.
That game against FCRNFC, Candy and CRNFC will be the one to watch next week. But that's it from this coverage. I hope you've enjoyed watching this match as much as we've enjoyed providing you the feed. But until we meet next time on the Papare, this is me Abid Jamil, signing off with Romario De Silva alongside me in the commentary box.
Prima kottumi, oh my my. Sanat vela manadam, made full life, venom happening. Real rusty trending, venna ko hot and spicy recipe. Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Kamuda machang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
කොත්තුමි fun තමයි ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Prima kottumi fun tamai
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun 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 තුරන්න කොත්තුමි කික්ක කොල්ලන්න Prima kottumi fun tamai
Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
England's finest return to the subcontinent. India rises to the challenge. England Tour of India 2025, 22nd January to 12th February. Live on the Papare TV HD, Dialog ViU App and ThePapare.com.
Prima kottumi fun tamai
Prima kottumi, oh my my. Sanat vela manadam, made full life, venom happening. Real rusty trending, venna ko hot and spicy recipe. Prima kottumi, fun tamai.
hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun 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 තුරන්න කොත්තුමි කික්ක කොල්ලන්න Prima kottumi fun tamai hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun 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 තුරන්න කොත්තුමි කික්ක කොල්ලන්න Prima kottumi fun tamai
Kamuda matang, prima kottumi, fun tamai.